Okay, so here's my food dehydrator. This was my $10 garage sale special. It's actually made by Mr. Coffee. It's been great. It's got, let's see here, 6 trays, and it has 1 tray for, like if you're shooting jerky, that's hamburg instead of using the cut pieces. So that one comes in and out, comes in handy. Like I said, it's been great. I've had it for about 10 years now. Never gave me an issue. A lot of them now are 10 trays, 20 trays. I've seen them online, even at Cabela's, $200, $250, $300. I get it. If you're really into it, you know you're going to do this a lot. One time, you pay the big money and you use it for 20 years. Awesome. But $10. You don't have to do a lot of money on any of this stuff. That's my whole point. So first, we have good old Le Choy. This is teriyaki sauce. This is actually the way my wife loves this kind. Take your cut up meat and just drench it. Not a whole lot of finesse here. Just cover the stuff. You're not going to ruin it. And I don't leave it overnight. I'll mix this all in to the meat and I'll soak it for about an hour. After that, it goes right on that special tray that I told you about, so it doesn't drip down into the dehydrator. Then, Montreal steak rub seasoning. This is Grill Mates, made by McCormick. Delicious. Same thing. Take your meat that you've cut all up and just cover it. I like a lot. My wife doesn't like so much. So I put about that much in. Once I mix it in, delicious flavor, awesome tasting beef jerky. Inexpensive. I can do pounds and pounds and pounds for one of these bottles. The Le Choy gets a little pricey because you're going bottle after bottle. It uses a lot of the sauce to really get that teriyaki flavor into your meat. This stuff, not so much. It's awesome, and it's my favorite tasting beef jerky. I also make like a peppered beef jerky sometimes. I do, what do you call it? Like black pepper, a little bit of my own dried out hot pepper I mix in there to make it really spicy. And, that's cool too. I like dehydrating some of the peppers in my dehydrator, grinding them up, mixing them in, so you got like some real kick to it. Sometimes you just use the regular, the Le Choy, but the, what do you call it there? The soy sauce, and that's good. Soy sauce with some sea salt sometimes. Good, a little salty, a little, spice, but inexpensive once again. Maybe you spend $5 on one of these McCormick Montreal steak rub seasonings, mix it into the deer meat, throw it on my $10 dehydrator, and I've got, another 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of jerky. And jerky's going for like $20 for a pound of jerky right now. I just, what I spent. $5 in total on everything. So for all my seasonings, and it comes out delicious. That's it. Real simple, nothing fancy about this. Really easy to make beef jerky. Cover it and stuff, and then lay it on your trays. There's nothing else to it. I don't add anything else other than that McCormick's Montreal steak rub on this, and this comes out my favorite. I love this stuff. Like I said, if you see a batch I make just for myself, it'll be covered in the stuff. You won't even see the meat. I love so much spice to it. It's delicious. The wife likes a little less, so I don't do as much for her, but it comes out great and inexpensive. You can tell, like I try to take off as much of that silver skin. There's no silver skin on here. if you see a tiny little square piece, that's a lot for my meat. I hate that stuff. I do not want to be chewing on my jerky for an hour and a half trying to get a piece of jerky to break apart in my mouth. I'm not looking for chewing gum. I still want it actually to be meat, you know. So take the extra time and really butcher your deer right. It comes out great. I mean, I can't keep this stuff in stock. My family eats it right up, so. And I'll just add another one of the trays. Going. And let me know if anybody's interested in an actual butchering video. Probably a lot of you, if you're into hunting, you either butcher it yourself or you bring it to somebody. And I've never brought it to anyone. When I first started out hunting, my father didn't really show me hunting. He was older when I was born. So I learned how to butcher by a friend, and then I went ahead and watched videos on it and got a little better each time I did it. So I didn't like the idea of bringing it and paying somebody to butcher my deer, because deer tastes different depending on where you get the deer, where you shoot it, how long it takes the deer to how long it takes the deer to die. So if you shoot a buck in the rut with that neck full blown there, and you get that real gamey flavor off that buck, all that testosterone's flowing through him, and you really got to work to get that gamey flavor out of there. And so I didn't like the idea of bringing my deer that I know I shot. Let's say I had my doe permit, or I shot a doe in bow season, and you bring that doe in and they butcher up, and they're supposed to call you when your meat is ready. And instead, 2 days later, you get a call, you go pick up your meat, and you bite into it, and it tastes like one of them Adirondack woodchucks, because it's a buck that was shot from somebody else way up in the woods. It's been feeding on acorn, and it's in the rut, so it's a different flavor to the meat. So I'm not an antler hunter. I probably said that in my videos before. I don't care about having antlers on my wall, all that stuff. I only do it because I want to eat it. I enjoy the hunt. I enjoy when I'm all done, when it's all butchered up. I enjoy turning it into hamburger and making jerky. But it's not about having antlers on the wall for me. So if I get the choice, like I did with this deer here, of trying to shoot the buck or shooting the extremely large doe that was with him, well, that doe's going down. I don't want that flavor that comes along with that buck. So they're not all like that. I've shot bucks sometimes early in the season before their neck gets all engorged, where it's not bad. But also you shoot a buck up there in the hills and the sticks, and next thing you know, you got that gamey flavor. The way to get rid of that gamey flavor is if you add milk to that, let it soak overnight, whatever you butchered up, in milk. It draws that gamey flavor out. Now on a farm we'd use like unpasteurized milk right out of the cow, but here I guess you just use whole milk. There you go. That's the whole process for what I do for my dehydrated meat, my jerky. Kick it on, and 6 to 8 hours later, I'm eating good. So like I said, if anyone wants to leave a comment, if you're interested in butchering your own meat, I'd be happy to make a video on what I do for that and how that comes out. So let me know, guys. Thanks for watching.